Hello, and welcome back to English Listening Channel. It's wonderful to have you here today. I want to start with a question. Have you ever felt stuck? Maybe you are sitting at your desk, staring at a blank screen, and you just don't know what to write. Maybe you are in a job where you feel like you aren't growing anymore. Or perhaps it's in your English studies. You practice every day, but you feel like you've hit a plateau, a high, flat area where you just stop improving. This feeling of being stuck is one of the most common and frustrating feelings in human life. We can feel stuck in our work, in our relationships, in our studies, or when we are trying to learn a new skill. I want to tell you something very important. Feeling stuck does not mean you are failing. It is not a stop sign. It is a signal from your mind and your body asking you to pause, to rethink, and to reset your direction. It's a normal, natural part of any meaningful journey. So, what does being stuck actually feel like? It's different for everyone, but usually it involves confusion. You lose your sense of direction. The goal that used to excite you now just makes you feel tired. You lose your motivation. You might feel like you are spinning your wheels in the mud. You're using a lot of energy, but you are not moving forward. The most important thing to remember is that everyone goes through this. Even the most successful entrepreneurs, the greatest artists, and the most dedicated students feel stuck sometimes. The difference isn't that they don't get stuck. The difference is what they do when it happens. They have a strategy. Today, I want to share a simple step-by-step process you can use whenever you feel stuck to help you get moving again. Step 1. Pause and reflect. Don't panic. The first reaction most of us have when we feel stuck is panic. We try to push harder. We work longer hours. We force ourselves to keep going even when it feels wrong. This usually makes the problem worse. The best thing you can do is the opposite. Just stop. Take a deep breath. Give yourself permission to pause without guilt. You are not quitting, you are reflecting. Ask yourself, what exactly feels stuck? Is it my plan? Is it my emotions like fear or boredom? Is it the action itself? Identifying the type of stuck is the first step to fixing it. Step 2. Write it down. This is maybe the most powerful step. Our minds are like busy computers with too many windows open. When we are stuck, our thoughts are often racing in circles. The best way to find clarity is to get those thoughts out of your head and onto a piece of paper. Write down the problem. Describe how you feel. Ask yourself questions like, what am I trying to achieve? What is blocking me? What am I afraid of? When you write, you move the problem from the emotional part of your brain to the logical part. The problem often looks smaller and solutions start to appear. Step 3. Break big problems into small tasks. Often we get stuck because the goal is just too big. Get a new job or become fluent in English are huge goals. They are overwhelming. When a goal is too big, we don't know where to start, so we do nothing. The solution is to break that big, scary problem into tiny, manageable tasks. Get a new job becomes 1.
update my resume today. That's it. Tomorrow, 2, look at 10 job postings. The next day, 3, write 1 email to a former colleague. These small, incremental steps build momentum. Each time you complete a small task, you get a small feeling of satisfaction, which gives you the energy to do the next one.
Step 4. Ask for feedback or help. When you are stuck, you are standing inside your own problem. You cannot see the full picture. A friend, a teacher, a mentor, or a colleague can see your situation from the outside. They can see the one thing you are missing. Asking for help is not a weakness. It is a sign of strength and vulnerability. Call someone you trust and say, "I'm feeling really stuck with my studies. Can I talk it through with you?" Explaining the problem to someone else can often help you find the answer yourself. And their perspective might be the key that unlocks the door. Step 5. Do meditation or mindful breathing for 10 minutes. When your mind is stuck, it's often because it is too noisy. It's full of stress, fear, and racing thoughts. Meditation is the practice of silencing that noise. You don't need to be a monk. Just sit quietly for 10 minutes. Close your eyes. Focus only on your breathing. Feel the air come in and feel it go out. When your mind wanders, and it will wander, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. This simple practice calms your nervous system. It slows down those racing thoughts. It doesn't magically solve your problem, but it creates the mental space and calmness for new ideas to arise. Step 6. Focus on action, not perfection. This is a big one. Many of us get stuck because we are waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect time, or the perfect result. This is called perfectionism, and it's a trap. It's really just fear of failure in disguise. An imperfect action you take today is always better than a perfect plan you never start. Choose progress over perfection. If you're stuck writing a report, just write one bad paragraph. You can fix it later. If you're stuck on your English homework, just do one exercise, even if you get half of it wrong. Taking one small imperfect action is how you break free.
Step 7. Keep consistency. Finally, be consistent. When you are truly stuck, one day of effort might not be enough, but tiny, consistent steps, repeated every single day, will always move you forward. A single drop of water is nothing, but over time, drops of water can carve a canyon through solid rock. Your small, daily actions are those drops of water. Persistence is your superpower. Let's look at a few examples. Think of a software engineer who is stuck on a difficult piece of code. They've been staring at it for hours, getting frustrated. They decide to use Step 1, pause, and Step 5, mindfulness in a way. They go for a walk. They stop thinking about the problem. When they come back 20 minutes later, their mind is clear, and they suddenly see the mistake. Or think of a student feeling overwhelmed by final exams. They feel stuck in a cycle of procrastination and anxiety. They use Step 2, write it down, and journal about their fears. Then they use Step 3, break it down, and make a simple 1-hour study plan for just that evening. They regain their focus and feel in control again. What about a person in a difficult relationship stuck in the same argument? Instead of panicking, step 1, they pause and reflect. They realize they need a new strategy. They ask their partner to sit down, step 4 in a way, and calmly communicate their feelings. Step 6, action, focusing on listening instead of just winning the argument. A business person might have a product that fails completely. They feel stuck and defeated, but they use step 4, ask for feedback, and read all the customer complaints. They learn from the mistake, step 1, reflect, and find a new, better idea based on what they learned. Their failure wasn't an end, it was a guide. So, the next time you feel stuck, I want you to remember this. Getting stuck is not the end of your story. It is a normal, necessary part of your progress. It's a sign that you are challenging yourself and growing. A car that is stuck in the mud still has an engine. It isn't broken, it just needs a new strategy, maybe a new direction, a little push, or a moment to pause so the wheels can find traction again. You still have your engine. Next time you get stuck, don't panic and don't quit. Just pause, breathe, refocus, and take one small, imperfect step forward. If this helped you today, please subscribe for more motivational and English learning topics. We're here to help you strengthen both your mindset and your language, one step at a time. Thank you for listening.